I've become, that bell curve I keep talking about. I've become the moron on the left, or maybe the wizard on the right, the Jedi. But I've just got rid of all that noise in the middle. Is what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to capture the biggest macro trend of all time. And the best way of doing it is buy the stuff that goes up the most and hold on to it for dear life and add into any sell-off. That is the single, simplest investing strategy I can possibly give you. And it will make you more money than any other. And you might say, I don't want to live with the volatility, then use the business cycle. When the business cycle peaks, you get out. I've proven to myself that was suboptimal. I didn't make as much money doing that as I had by buying and holding and adding into the dips. I've tried really, really hard to make sure that everybody's set up for this cycle. I've tried to communicate it. I've gone out a lot to say, don't fuck this up. Buy and hold, don't use leverage, use cold storage, do the right thing, don't get too speculative, don't FOMO, just don't fuck this up. This is the biggest opportunity we've ever been given. I've said that all the way from 2020 onwards. And in fact, I said it all the way back in 2012. It's the biggest macro trade of all time. Don't fuck this up. And if you're not a crypto person, technology is one of the biggest opportunities we've ever been given, the exponential age. Again, don't fuck this up. Just be careful. Just buy, hold, have a long-term time horizon, and learn how to take pain. And when there is pain, you buy more. Unless something changes the thesis that suddenly we're all going to turn into Neanderthals and nobody's going to use technology ever again, it is going up. It's as simple as that. And unless something changes that we're not breaking the financial system and that the internet has disappeared, we will go to blockchain technology. It's as simple as that. That's all you need to know. Everything else is just fucking noise.
Macro investor Raoul Pal underscores a unique investment opportunity, claiming it to be the most significant of a lifetime. In his recent video update, he articulates why we've shifted into the late stages of crypto spring, asserting that the current conditions are unparalleled. Pal passionately advocates that this moment, transitioning from crypto spring to crypto summer, presents an optimal window for investors to enter positions and capitalize on the anticipated market upturn. Highlighting the essence of this opportunity, Pal encourages viewers not to overlook its potential. As the dynamic shift and momentum builds, he believes seizing positions now aligns with a strategic approach to benefit from the impending boom in markets. In the latter part of the video, Pal provides a detailed breakdown of the ongoing cycle and offers valuable investment advice, creating a comprehensive guide for investors seeking to navigate and thrive in this evolving landscape. As we navigate this pivotal juncture, Pal's insights serve as a beacon for those keen on making informed investment decisions. His analysis of the crypto cycle, coupled with tailored advice, forms a crucial guidepost for investors looking to navigate and leverage the current market dynamics for long-term success.
But I write crypto. My job is not to please you. My job is to make us money. And if I think crypto is a better opportunity than trading bloody commodities, I will see it as it is. I've been in this business 32 years. My job is to try and find the optimal trades. Now, my track record at GMI has been that. I've got 19 years of track record, longer than anybody else in the business. And it's also been the best track record of probably all time in any newsletter. And there's been some shitty years in there as well. And the same with Pro Macro. And I can't choose my trades based on you, but you can choose your trades based on what I say and say, I don't like crypto, but maybe I can translate that to gold because I understand his debasement argument. Or I don't like technology stocks, but maybe I want to buy copper because I can see the EV play. So I'm not there to give you what you want. I'm there to give you what you need. So hopefully that answers the question. And I don't know why you're opposed to crypto. Why would you be? It's the best performing asset in all recorded history. Every 3 years, so in this 4-year cycle, 3 years out of the 4 years, crypto is the best performing asset class on earth. The 4th year, it's the worst. 3 years, best performing asset class, 4 years, the worst. 3 years, the best performing asset class, 4 years, the worst. This year, this is the year 1 of the 3, best performing asset class on earth. And each time you had that down year, you're going higher and higher and higher. The performance says everything. Are you choosing to be poor? Because that's what you do when you say you don't want crypto. Yes, it's volatile. I get it. It's not for everybody. I do get it. I'm being facetious. But look, I really, really think you should do the work. If Stan Druckenmiller, Paul Tudor Jones, George Soros, Louis Bacon, all of these guys, if Stevie Cohen, all of these people all trade crypto. These are all the great macro gods, and they understand the game here. So anyway, that's my whole thing there. Frank Anthony, Raoul, is there anything that will make you sell your crypto? No, my wife bloody tries. Never going to happen. I've literally, just to be completely transparent, since I started buying aggressively in April 2020, I've not sold a single thing. Yes, I've switched around from one thing to another, not including stablecoins. I own none of those. I have full crypto exposure, and all I have done is add. I added like as much as I possibly could last year with any free cash flow I had. I first bought Bitcoin in 2013 at $200. My thesis was this is a 10-year bet, and I think it's worth $1 million, but I'm going to discount myself by 90% for the moron factor. So therefore it's worth $100,000, and it's at $200. And I said, this is the best macro bet we will ever be given, and the best macro bet we have ever been given. That was 2013. I was pretty impressed if I look back, because it was exactly the case. So I rode it up, and it went up to 5x from where I bought it. Then it collapsed 85%. And I'm like, fine, it's an option for me. It's a 10-year bet. It then ran up 10x into 2017. 4 years later, I'm up 10x. And I got a bit nervous in the space because of forking wars and other stuff. And I stupidly forgot the initial premise of the trade, which was this 10-year bet, you just run it. Because when the P&L stacks up, you start thinking, well, really, do I want to give this back? But you've got to learn how to do that if you're running long duration time horizons. So I sold out at 2,000, 2,500, and it went up to 20,000 in that run. And people were laughing at me, and I was like, look, I've made 10x. Thank you very much. I've done this really, really well. And then I watched it, and then eventually got the entry point to get back in again, which was April 2020, and it fell back down. I think I got in 6,500 and bought it, from 6,500 to about 12,000. I kept buying it, and it rocketed higher, and much bigger position than when I first started. Okay, great. And I still own it today. It's pulled back, it's back up again. Okay. So I went back and looked, if I just kept my original investment and not touched it, even with the market down from its high, 50%, I'd have made 5 times as much money. And my bet in 2020 was a lot bigger than it was back in 2013. And then here's the real crux. And me and backwards baseball cap Brian were talking about this before we came on, is like, if you just remember that log channel and that the big cyclical up and downs, which is the economic cyclicality, if you just buy within 30% of the low, which is not that difficult, 30%, don't even have to be bottom ticking it. I just calculated I got 30% near the low. If you'd have just added my original bet, which wasn't that big, it would have been 25 times as much performance. And that was the lesson learned. That's why I didn't sell a single thing, and I kept buying. My duration really for this is, I will probably take some off the table in this trade. But my duration, my real bet is to run most of it until 2030. That's always been the game, and it remains the game for me. Obviously, peel off some lifestyle gains, do whatever you need to do, appease the wife, that kind of stuff. But I think 2030 is the horizon. But you do you, I do me. I have a stomach for risk. I've been doing this for a long time. I actually enjoy the risk of crypto. I enjoy the shit throwing when it goes down 70%. I'm buying like crazy, and everybody else is like, you bastard, it's terrible, it's the worst investment ever. And then you go back 3 years later and it's like 10x where they were all selling it. It's just it's a ridiculous business, but it's a lot of fun as long as you understand the game that you're in. If your game is you need those profits, for goodness sake, take the bloody profits.
Raoul Pal shares insights that he believes mark the most significant investment opportunity of our lifetime. This revelation aims to instill viewers with newfound understanding and excitement about the unfolding potential in the crypto market. Pal accentuates the critical moment at hand as we transition from the late stages of crypto spring into the anticipated vibrancy of crypto summer. His strategies and advice are not mere theoretical ponderings. They provide actionable insights intended to help optimize positions and adeptly navigate the impending FOMO expected to engulf the markets. Pal's emphasis on seizing the current moment underscores the pivotal nature of the ongoing market transition. As viewers absorb his insights, they are urged to recognize the actionable nature of his recommendations. Pal's guidance extends beyond theoretical concepts, offering a pragmatic approach to capitalize on the evolving market dynamics. His roadmap, meticulously laid out, becomes a valuable tool for those eager to navigate the crypto landscape with diligence and foresight. Understanding the cycles forms the crux of Pal's advice, highlighting that making informed decisions is paramount for capitalizing on these opportunities. With a clear roadmap provided by Pal, individuals are empowered to follow this strategic guide with diligence, aligning themselves with the potential for substantial gains in the dynamic crypto market. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.